The first type of digital technology we used was the camera. Previously, we had only used a standard camera for the preliminary task, which was easy to use. Although the camera we used for our final task was more complicated, we knew that it was the ideal camera to use because it would allow us to take better quality shots.
We learned how to use it by going off and practicing with it, as well as having a few lessons on different features of the camera. For example, the focus pull. This allowed us to be a lot more creative in our final task, as we could include a focus pull shot. This then varied the shots we used, meaning the audience were more entertained.
The camera also had a large lens on the end, which meant we could zoom in and out with good quality. This helped us because it enabled us to get an extreme close-up of the business cards, and without that the audience wouldn't have been able to read what was on it.
Overall, I think we have learned some good skills from this piece of technology. This will enable us to use hardware like this in the future because we now know how to use these skills and when to use them to create an effect.
But I think we would all agree that we wouldn't have been able to get these shots without using the tripod. The tripod enabled us to get a steady shot even when the ground was uneven.
It also allowed us to change the height of the camera as the legs extended quite a bit. We learned from this that the height of the camera can create different effects.
Yeah, for example, by extending the legs on the tripod and putting a slight angle on the position of the camera, we created a high angle shot.
This helped with our creativity because we could make our character look inferior, and without the tripod this wouldn't have been possible.
Although we had all this footage, we wouldn't have been able to put it together without using the editing software, Adobe Premiere Pro. We used this software because it was the best software available to us. We was unsure on how to use it at first, but then we had some lessons on how to use it, as well as looking at YouTube tutorials.
It definitely helped us be more creative with our work, as we could add different features to our work. I think the first feature we added was the ghost effect, which certainly added a lot more creativity to our task. It also created the effect on the audience, which is that we aim for.
We also changed the colour of some shots. This was also to create an effect, and without this editing software we certainly wouldn't have been able to achieve that look.
I think we could all say that using this software has helped us gain some skills that we can use throughout different scenarios. I know I used it the other week to edit a video I had to film for my PE assignment.